Yo, what is up, guys? My name is Senior Giraffe, and we are here again back on giraffe.oplegends.com for another prisons video. Now, today we are going to be going after the brand new Santa armor, I think it's called. It's super overpowered, and everyone on the server is using it. If we go to, mine list, and we just look at anyone's mine, you'll go see they are all going to be using Santa armor for the most part, or majority of them are anyways. It is super overpowered. It's giving, like, Dragon Burst, Orb Malties, all that kind of stuff. You'll see this guy has the boots on, that guy has the full set. So that is going to be our goal in this episode, and we have a 200 level voucher right here, which we're going to go ahead and put on our pickaxe. Now, this enchant is something I talked about in the first episode, where you are going to need to have it maxed to Rebirth. If we look on Rebirth top, there are so many grinders. You'll see Rebirth 4, 3, 2, 2, 2, and it's not that far into the map. I believe today is Wednesday as of recording this, so there is a lot of progress that has been made. So we're going to go ahead and slam that on right there, turn on our prison drops right here, enable getting gems right here, and we're going to go to our mine and mine a little bit. You'll see our mine is only level 45. We need to go ahead and get it up higher than 45, because 45 is not going to cut it. But right there, we already have 2 Santa cookies, so it's really quick. It's not going to be a problem whatsoever getting the full set, so we're going to continue grinding that. But we only have a level 45 mine right now, so we're not going to be gaining many orbs. So what I went ahead and did was I asked one of the top players, Born to be Potato, who is one of my good friends, if I can be added to his mine, and he said, yeah, it's no problem. So we're going to go /mine go Born to be Potato, and we are able to mine in this level 100 mine. Now, it's going to be kind of packed because they normally are always grinding. I feel like the only time we're going to be allowed to grind here is when they're sleeping. I think he might be smoking right now. I'm not entirely sure. It's not good for his lungs, but I think we're able to grind for a little bit. So we're going to be grinding here and get as many orbs as we possibly can. Our pickaxe is looking not too bad. I've been slacking on the raw blocks. We're only at 300,000, but we have Dragon Burst 4.5k, and I think we can get it up to 5k. Yeah, Dragon Burst 5k, Orb Greed 2.5k, so not too bad at all. We also have our 2 orb modifier bonuses, so if you go to /multi, you'll see we are at a 9.25x, and that's without any boosters, so pretty good. I'm going to go ahead, guys. I'm going to grind for a bit and try to get as many Santa cookies as we possibly can. We do have our full Lemonite, but the bonuses are just so much better from that Santa's gift bonus. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do, guys. I'll cut back after we've grinded for about 5-10 minutes, see how far we get with the cookies. If it comes down to it, we can still buy the full set. We are going full pay to win, so it doesn't really hurt us if we just go ahead and drop some credits on getting the Santa set. I'm going to look into it, bring you guys right back after grinding, and we'll see what happens. Alright, we are back after what would be like 7-ish minutes from the last clip, and we have 8 cookies, so it's not too bad at all. We probably could grind the Santa armor pretty quickly if we just go ahead and do it, but we're pay to win, guys, so I went ahead and bought myself a full Santa set. There it is right there. We're gonna grind a little bit with it, and hopefully we can get some procs in the chat. Some of the rewards you get from it are completely overpowered, like a 10x orb multiplier or a 1.5x Dragon Burst booster for about 15 minutes, I think. We also have a bunch of keys and a bunch of pet boxes that we can go ahead and open. We're still only rocking a tier 6 orb pet right there, so hopefully we can get that even higher. We're getting more procs here. You can see the Grinch made us blind, and then we also got 50 rank ups. It's pretty much the exact same as the Halloween armor last map, but I believe some of this stuff is nerf. Instead of getting like 3x orb boosters, we're getting 1x orb boosters, stuff like that. I'm gonna continue grinding around though, guys, see if we can get some good procs in the chat, and look out for those. So I think I'll cut back once we get a really good proc, maybe like a 25 million orbs, something along the lines of those, and then we're gonna go ahead over to Potato's plot and sell all our keys for some ranks. Alright, guys, we have been grinding for a little bit. Right here you can see auto-activating orb booster 10x multi for 15 minutes. So that is one of the most overpowered ones you can get. You can also get the Dragon Burst booster, and then there's this really super good item you can get, the super pet boxes. Now, if you can go ahead and get a super pet box, there is the chance to get a beacon pet, and they're pretty rare. I believe only 1 or 2 people in the server have a beacon pet at the moment, but the only way to get them is super pet boxes. I'm hoping in the next episode when we open a bunch of loot boxes, we might be able to get a beacon pet. I'm not entirely sure. We'll have to wait until that video. Right now, guys, we're going to continue grinding. I just got that had 10x orb multipliers, so I'm going to be here for at least 15 minutes. And then after that, we're going to go ahead and open all our pet boxes. You'll see in our PV, we have a whole bunch right here. We have almost an entire PV of regulars and then a couple stacks of ultras here. So we're going to open all those and hope for a tier 7, maybe even a tier 8 orb pet. We are very close to the tier 7, so we should guarantee one of those. And yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and continue grinding. I'll bring you guys right back after the 15 minutes is done. We're going to sell some keys. We're going to open those pet boxes, and then we're going to go ahead and see where we're going to go from there. All right, we are back after the 10x orb booster, and look at our orbs. We are at 488 million orbs. Also, we are ranked 64k. I didn't really talk about that, but we are ranked 64k. I've been selling a bunch of keys to Born to Be Potato, and I believe that's what we're going to do right now as well. I need to clear my inventory a little bit because it's kind of gross. All right, we cleaned our inventory a little bit. We are going to go ahead and pop our 25k and 50k M kits because we are at that rank milestone where we can use them. And we're going to be getting the keys. These are all we really want, are the keys. Free loot boxes don't really matter. I mean, they might give us more keys. We'll have to see. But we're mainly, again, just looking at keys because we're going to be selling those. Got a bunch of them there. We're going to go over to /plot visit Born to Be Potato. I believe this is the plot we're going to. Yep, you'll see. And we are going to be able to sell all of our relic keys for 2.5 E16 per and our loot keys for 2 E16 per. Now, this is going to give us a good amount of ranks. Not a lot because we are already ranked 64k. But if we sell all of our loot keys, how many ranks is that? 263, and all our relic keys is going to be how much? 200. So now we're at rank 65k. Not too bad, actually. We got some, oh my god, 1.8x for 6 hours. I don't think I'm going to be using those. That's a little crazy. We also, guys, we're going to go to our plot. We have a bunch of pet boxes, almost a full I think we do actually have a full PV now. Yeah, we do. We have a full PV of pet boxes right here, so we're going to be opening all those pet boxes, going for a tier 8. I really don't think we're getting there, but we're going to try to push it as much as we can. So let's go ahead, get all these pet boxes out and start opening. We are starting with 2 tier 6 orb pets, almost a tier 7, so it should go by pretty quick. Gonna open 3 stacks at a time. Yeah, that'll work. And what money pet are we at? We're at 1 tier 6, so we're I mean, we might only get a tier 7 orb pet, if that. I don't actually know if we will. We're gonna have to see. I'm gonna just speed run through all of these because it is just opening them up. It's not really anything crazy. Sometimes the GUI messes up. Actually, I think I'm lagging. All right, we are back. Sorry about that. My internet literally just randomly went out, but we are back and we're going to continue opening. I don't know what happened. That's kind of crazy. We do have a tier 7 orbs pet right here, though, which is super good. Can we get a tier 7 money as well? I'm not sure. We're kind of running out here. We did have quite a few, though. I think we had a total of like 18 stacks, maybe a little more than that. Okay, we do have a tier 7. How close will we be to a tier 8 orbs? Now, that is the question. We're going to have a long time until we need the tier 8 orbs. It's going to be level 450 on our tier 7 before we actually need a tier 8. So right now, it's not a big deal if we don't get one, but it would be super nice to have it just in case. So we're going to go ahead, continue opening. It's going to be pretty repetitive right now because it is just opening our backpack, upgrading, doing the exact same thing. We only have 5 stacks left until we are done opening all of the regular pet boxes. And then we're going to continue grinding, I believe. I'm not entirely sure what we're going to be doing. I'll have to look into it. These are our last 2 stacks right there. Boom, delete, ascend. How far did we get? We got 1 tier 7, 2 tier 6s, and 1 tier 7, 1 tier 6. Okay, so we did go ahead and get our tier 7 orb pet, which is super nice to have. Again, as I said, we don't need our tier 8 right away, but we are eventually going to want a tier 8 orb pet, so we're going to be working towards that. We are at rank 65,000, and it's pretty good. I think we can actually pop our G kit right here. If we go to our G kit, we still have our pouches G kit, which is going to be 5,000 ranks roughly, and 1 million orbs. The orbs don't matter. Pop this right here. How many ranks will we get? We're going to get 4.5k. Okay, that's not bad at all. We are almost rank 70,000, so I believe I can grind that. It shouldn't take me too long at our mine. We need to go ahead and get this up higher than level 45. Level 45 is quite lacking. Dragon Burst right here. We're at Dragon Burst 6,000, Orb Greed 2.5k. So yeah, what I'm going to go ahead and do, guys, is I'm going to continue grinding at my mine. I think I'll bring you back when we get it to like level 48. Something along the lines of that. Maybe if we run into something during the mining process, not entirely sure. We could get some cool Santa gift proc, but I'm going to go ahead and continue mining. I'll bring you guys right back. Okay, we are now at mine level 48. What I went ahead and did, guys, was I hired one of the top players to just mine at my mine until like level 60, because we're going full pay to win, and I'm like, I don't really want to do all the work myself. Might as well get someone. So you'll see over here, we have Hypnotic, who I believe is Rebirth top number 2. Yeah, Rebirth top number 2. He's maxed 2 mines already, and I hired him over here, paid him some credits, and I was like, yo, you want to help me out? And he's like, sure. So he's going to be mining here up until, I believe, level 65. So it should be pretty good. By the time I get back, it'll be level 65. One thing I also didn't talk about, guys, we do actually have the Gold Rush enchant. Now, they limited the level to 500. We don't have level 500 yet, but we're going to reach it. Your enchant upgrades stay after rebirths. So if we get our enchants for Gold Rush at 500, Double Down 500, Augment 500, Dragon Boost 500, and the brand new Turbo Frenzy at 500, I still haven't tried this out. I actually need to. I haven't heard anything about it. I might ask around and see how good it is and see if it's even worth it. But all these enchants, if we get them all to level 500, then we rebirth. We are going to keep them at level 500 after the rebirth. The way you increase the max for the level is through your rebirth shop. If we go here all the way to the end, you've got upgrade extension. I don't know if it's going to be worth getting these, because you're going to have to stop rebirthing, level them up, and then it's going to cost a lot. So I'm unsure if this is actually going to be something that happens in the meta. We'll have to wait and see, but it's going to be very interesting with enchant upgrades staying when you rebirth. We'll have to see. We are currently at rank 71,000 with 300 million orbs. I believe we're going to save some XP and try to get some stuff from the EXP shop, but again, we are just grinding here, guys. I'm not entirely sure what the plan is right now. I think I need to hit at least 500,000 raw blocks for the next modifier. Not entirely sure if we're going to hit that in this episode, but we are still grinding away. Hypnotic's going to be maxing our mine pretty much. He's going to get it up to level 65 at least, so that'll be max size. We're going to continue grinding all that. If you guys have made it this far in this video, though, guys, please consider leaving a like, comment, and subscribing. It does really help, and it means a lot. I'm going to continue grinding, guys. I'll bring you back in the future when we have a milestone. I'm not entirely sure. We'll just have to wait until that point. So we're going to continue grinding. I'll bring you guys back, and we'll see what the update is. Okay, guys, it is now the next day, as you can tell, and we are at level 66 in the mine, which is super, super nice because this is pretty much the max size it will get. Now, we are getting 5 Dragon Burst procs with our Orb Greed. We're going to be getting a bunch more orbs from our Dragon Burst and everything. It's going to be super, super good for progression, and we should be able to max our pick a lot faster. Thankfully, because I hired Hypnotic to mine for me, I literally didn't have to do any of this. I got the mine up to like level 47, and then I went to sleep, and now we are awake. It is level 66. He worked a good number on the mine. I'm gonna leave this open if any of you guys would like to come by and help out. It is gonna be level 66 at the time of recording right now, but by the time, you know, the vid goes live, it should be a little higher. And yeah, we can maybe get it to level 100, then we can put some artifacts on it, and that would be super, super nice. In a previous clip though, guys, I did say I was going to find out what Turbo Frenzy does, and I asked around, and I was told this is what Turbo Frenzy does, okay? It gives you speed 10, a 5x orb multi, a 2.5x beacon multi, a 1x proc rate multi, 6x apocalypse, 8x key finder, 6x beacon blast, 2x scab, 8x loot finder, and a 10x supply drop for up to 5 minutes, which just sounds overpowered. I don't know how common it procs. We still have to get it, and I believe it's going to cost us a bit of time. I think it's boost max, so it'll cost us, I mean, it'll probably cost us like 500 million orbs to get boost max, so it's not the worst, but it's going to take a bit of time of grinding, and from what I understand, it doesn't proc that often. So we're going to go ahead and try to get that eventually. Right now, we're going to just be grinding, though. We are still not at 500,000 blocks yet. We're only at 350,000. I'm very slacking, guys. I can't lie. It is my fault. I've been slacking like crazy, but we are going to be able to progress pretty fast. In all honesty, guys, the blocks you mine don't matter too much. As long as you're mining in a good mine, you have a decent enough pickaxe, you're going to be progressing super, super fast, especially with the Santa armor. As you can see, we just got another 25 million orbs just from our armor set. That is why I'm saying this armor set is literally so overpowered, it's no joke. If you log on the server, guys, make sure you make it your priority to get yourself a full set of Santa armor, because even if we're just looking at slash armor, a full set of Sapphire, which requires 1 million blocks, will give you less multis than the Santa armor I already have. The only thing that would be worth it is maybe Jade for the 1x increase in money, but you can see the Beacon multi and the Santa's gift, I mean, in my opinion, they outweigh it. This Santa's armor is just so broken. I don't think you should ever replace it until you get up to like Ruby or Zircon. Ruby is maybe worth it for the beacons. Zircon is definitely worth it for the beacons. But I'm going to continue grinding, guys. You can see in this small little span, I don't know how long it's been, we've already gained like 60 million orbs just because of the mine size. So big shout out to Hypnotic for helping me. I did have to pay him credits, but it was well worth it in my opinion. So I'm going to continue grinding, guys. I'm going to make sure I'm putting 500 in orb greed whenever I can. We should be able to progress very, very fast now with this max mine size. And everything is on the up and up, guys. I cannot lie. I need to continue grinding. I need to get more raw blocks. But we're going to continue and try our best to max our pickaxe ASAP. Maybe we can get our orb pet on an even higher level. We are currently only level 175, and its max level is 450. So I'm going to go ahead, continue grinding, guys. I'll bring you back in, let's say, 20-ish minutes, and we'll see what our pickaxe is looking like. I might even just keep all the orbs and not spend them, and just do a 15-minute timer. I'm going to actually, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a 15-minute timer, guys. I'm going to bring you back after 15 minutes, and we're going to see how many orbs we actually end up with. Alright, that is the end of the 15 minutes, and you will see we got 550 million orbs. Now, if we just times that by 4, we're making about 2 billion orbs every hour, and I don't know how much we need to max our Dragon Burst, but I think we're going to be maxing our Dragon Burst in like an hour and a half, 2 hours worth of mining, which is not bad at all. And I don't know how much it is to max a full pick. I think it's about 30 bill, so that will take us about, what is that, 15 hours to max our pickaxe out. I mean, that's 15 hours of grinding, so it's not like nothing, but it is still pretty quick compared to what our mine was when it was like level 30, level 40. We did also go up in 1 level for our mines. We are now level 67 versus 66, which is pretty good, but it's we still have a long way to go to level 100. I'm gonna go ahead and spend these orbs on, let's see, we'll do 500 on Orb Greed and the rest into Dragon Burst just because Dragon Burst is super, super useful. And then I guess I'm going to go back to mining. We did, during that time, guys, we did get a Santa's Gift proc, which gave us 500,000 beacons, which is a really good proc. I mean, if we check beacons top, it is pretty much nothing. You've got Andre with almost 300 million, but these people are sweats, man. I swear. Look at blocks top. These people, Andre just does not sleep, okay? So, it's a bad comparison. Us to Andre is not a good comparison right now, because this is kind of, we're taking our time. So, what I think I'm going to be doing now, guys, is I'm just going to continue grinding, but that is sadly going to be the end of this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed it so far. If you did, make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. It does mean a lot. I try not to ask for that too much because it does get kind of annoying. I can understand that, but it does always, you know, the reminders there. If you guys have anything you want to see me do in this prison season, let me know in the comments down below. I'm going to be reading every single comment. I always read every single comment, and I try my best to respond. But with all that out of the way, guys, I hope you have a good day. I hope you have a good night. Hope you have a good rest of your life. I'll see you again when I see you. Until then, much love. Later. Peace.